Welcome guys to the review of the 2021 A220 that I have sitting behind me. Now this is a really exciting video because the A-Class has been the first time getting released for the US market. As you know, the CLA has always been the entry-level MB for the United States. However, the A-Class has been around for a really long time in the European market, especially in Germany. And it has been a fairly, I would say, affordable MB model for the market. Also fuel efficient because of its small engine size. Now, I haven't been a fan, and I will say this in all honesty, I haven't been a fan of the previous A-Class models, especially the first one. It has been considered an old grandpa car. It was a really small, it almost looked like a kind of, it was not even anywhere sporty, okay? It was just a point A to B car. That's what I would consider it. Now they changed this completely around. Starting with the model prior to this model, they already made it more sporty for the younger generations. And I have to say, this car is starting at $33,000 US, equipped as it is right here with the AMG package and the premium package. It is sitting at $41,000, but it has a lot of the extra features that make it look more sporty, more aggressive. And I also want to get into that in just a second here. Now, this model is playing within the segment of a Toyota Camry, Hyundai Sonata, more of your base level Honda Civics, you know. And let's be completely upfront. For the money you would be spending on a Camry or a Honda Civic, the same money you get a luxury car as it is behind me. And that's what I want to focus today. How much money can buy you luxury? That's the main question in this video. Behind me we have a very aggressive looking car, as you can tell. We have it is black on black Dynamica with the black rims. By the way, those black rims are absolutely gorgeous. The front end of this car is extremely sleek, okay? It is very nice car, almost like a four-door coupe in a sense, but it's still a sedan at the same time. And if I would put one and one together, it is more on the sedan side of things than considered a coupe with the CLA. Now, the CLA 250 has been an entry level for the US for a really long time, and I have always said the CLA is a sports coupe. The A-Class is a sports sedan, in my opinion. And I would also almost say, with having the A-Class in the US, especially the A220 now and then the A35, is there even room for a CLA any longer? And we will get into that in just a second here. Talking about the engine, this is a 2-liter inline-4 turbo engine producing 188 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque. It also has an acceleration to 60 in 7.1 seconds. Okay, now this is not your C63, C43 kind of level, but again, we're talking about a sports utility car that is luxurious, has all the options you need, and is sporty at the same time. And for it being sporty at such a low level of, I would say, entry level, affordable level, this really hits the nail on every single aspect. That is the first engine, I would say, the smallest engine MB has ever offered for the US market. And when it first came out, I was extremely unsure and uncertain if people will like it. After driving it, I have to tell you, this car doesn't weigh anything. With that engine inside, you can get 36 miles to the gallon on the highway. And on the back road, you can have some fun. Of course, I wouldn't necessarily race a Lamborghini in this car, but it is fun, and you can move up to an AMG level if you wanted to. So let's take a close look to the front end of this car. Absolutely beautiful lights, the LED lights. The front also has this beautiful, I call it the diamond grille with the big star in the middle. The side of the car has an absolute beautiful angle that you can tell is a very compact sedan, but at the same time it has those beautiful sporty lines, right? Right here you got the blacked out lines going all the way from the front towards the end. You have the beautiful rims. In my opinion, those black on black rims look absolutely gorgeous. You have a very low profile, well, first of all, low profile tires, but also low profile car itself. It's extremely lowered. So it is almost like you're getting a already lowered car from the factory instead of having to do this aftermarket, which is a huge plus in my opinion. And then I feel like the proportions from the windshield going into the rear of the car has a very mean looking and aggressive looking butt of the car, right? It goes from the front being a little bit aggressive to a very sleek looking rear end of the car. Beautiful design on this. Even the lights, they have a really nice slope in the front with that front lip that's also black. And I have to tell you, beautiful car overall. Inside the 2021 A220, and guys, I just want you to answer me this. Can you tell me right now another car starting within the $30,000 range that looks like this inside of it? Please look at it. Take it in. This is absolutely stunning. I mean, there is no question asked. The amount of technology that's in this car way exceeds the price level of this car. I mean, just looking at it. Okay, let's take a look. It's a little bit warm outside today, but guys, let's start with just the interior, the cabin itself. We have beautiful Alcantara seats that feel extremely comfortable on your back. The entire side of this car is Alcantara with red stitching everywhere. The dynamic car, the leather they are using, the steering wheel has red stitching. It is the sports steering wheel with the flat bottom that feels extremely high class, high quality. Then we don't have to get into the 64 colors with the bright ambient lighting, but that's a standard feature of this car. Look at this dual screen you have right here, how beautiful and big it is. You can change the themes, you can see the engine, you can see consumption, you can see vehicle data, the amounts of materials used. You know, instead of using some, I would say, entry-level metal components, they used extremely high quality plastic parts, but it are so high quality. Even here for letting down the windows, adjusting the seat, you can tell it's kind of like a hard plastic, but with kind of like a you know, wrapped in metal almost, or chrome. The beautiful trim here with the lines going through. The air vents are stunning. All the buttons, the touchpad, the rear seats, the panel roof. I mean, come on, please tell me of another competitor in that price range that offers that. And this is why I consider $33,000 can get you luxury, because this is luxury right here. There's no question asked. This is a complete luxurious car. I mean, everything in it here is luxurious. And you know, gas, brake pedal is the AMG pedals. Beautiful layout, feels good to the touch with your feet. I mean, guys, that's what I mean. Yes, it is the cheapest Mercedes-Benz in the United States. However, it gets you full luxury. It feels luxurious in here. And if I have the option between a Camry, a Honda, a Hyundai, whatever is out there as a competitor, look at this. I would choose this any day. This is beautiful. And the amount of technology in here, I can cover this in a separate video, it would be too long, but the functionality alone with MBUX that it has, and every single option with, you know, changing your digital layout here of your cluster, adjusting any settings on that screen, showing the map here, showing the map here, you know, having engine data here, going home, looking at all the different functionalities, changing settings, media controls. This is true luxury, okay? But enough talked about it. I want to also answer the question, how much money do you have to spend to get driving comfort and a sporty ride, meaning pleasure around back roads? How does it handle with that 220 engine? I would say let's take it for a ride and really see what this car can do with the lowest production engine that is offered in the United States for MB. We have it in sport mode. I would like to put it into manual because the transmission, I will get into that, but the transmission shifts incredible fast. I mean incredible. So, alright, so we have it in first gear. We are going uphill right now. This is a really steep uphill, okay? Full throttle. Isn't that crazy? And it grips. Another shift. Alright, so let's talk about handling. The shifts, by the way, downshifted, acceleration, instant torque, guys, instant torque. It's nuts. Downshift again, and I'm downshift, I'm holding third gear. Let me push the throttle right now. Instant, no delay, no turbo lag, anything. Instant. Look at how it grips. Holy moly. Man, it's... Okay, so let's chill again so I can talk about the transmission response. As you can tell, and I'm going to go a little bit slower and shift down to second. Check this transmission response out. Okay, second gear. Look at this. It's instant. And it wants to still keep going. This is an inline 4 with 188 horsepower, by the way. That you can get 36 miles to the gallon. And look how it goes around back roads. It's nuts. It's completely nuts. Brakes are extremely responsive. Steering is unbelievable. There is no body roll of the car. It grips. It just grips. It keeps gripping. Again, a turn. I'm going to do a little... Look at this. It handles incredible. This is going to be a really steep turn. So check this out. All the way. Still accelerating. Did you see that? It's unbelievable. The car just grips. And it flies. It's beautiful how it flies. It's beautiful how it handles. The transmission gets me because it's instant. I don't know if you can tell that on camera, but I'm shifting down right now. As I said it and I clicked it. Same with the upshift. So full throttle again. And shifting now. Instant. No delay. It handles incredible. And guys, this is what I mean. You're spending $33,000 for this. You can have an extreme amount of fun on back roads. If you want to go fast in it, it will go. Yes, I do have to say that inline 4 will struggle at higher gears and higher speed because it will lose its power because the top end isn't there. But low end, around city, around back roads, it's incredible. And in the way it handles is a huge plus. So we can do the same thing again. First gear, I'm at 3.5, 4,000 RPMs, and let's go. Wow! I mean, it shifts incredibly fast. And here we go, 70. You know, it is really surprising me how good this car drives. And you can kind of tell going around these turns that it leans really nicely with you, suspension, everything. I mean, it's difficult to say a negative effect on this, like a negative point, because I really don't have one. It handles. If there would be anything that I dislike, I would mention it, but I just can't think of anything. Yes, the engine could be a little bit bigger, but then you need to go with the AMG version of it. But I'm just talking about a entry-level luxury car that's sporty at the same time. Now with the AMG package, you get a lowered comfort suspension, which I think you can feel, because it grips. I mean, you can have fun with this car. You can have an incredible time just driving. Yeah, it's and you know, everything in here is instant, right? The throttle is instant. Steering is there's no kind of play in steering. It's an instant. I mean, you want to go left, you go right. It's not, there is no play in it. It's a really precise steering. The steering wheel also feels sporty, like you're sitting really behind a really expensive sports car. The shift pedals make it extremely nice, of course. And then you have the luxury in here. Those beautiful screens. The seats are extremely comfortable. The quality of touching anything in this car, the handles, the windows to let them down, the controls, then the Alcantara, as I mentioned, with the red stitching everywhere on the car, the center console, it's beautiful, guys. So, you know, it's also the small things, like the dash, how flat it became, really nicely designed. For example, the doorknobs that used to be here for the when you lock and unlock the car, they come in and out, not existent anymore, right? It's just this little dot. So people always complain putting your arm up here. That's not going to be an issue anymore, because it's not even on this side. So they changed all this up. The instrument cluster is so nice, and it's completely digital. I'm going to slow down here to show you again how it's gripping going uphill. And by the way, this is front-wheel drive, and I usually hate front-wheel drive cars. I'm just saying. This handles like an all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive car. It's incredible. Imagine this in the 4MATIC version. So, ready? It has a wheel spin up front. It's gripping. Yeah, incredible. Yeah, guys, let me know if you want to see anything specific on this car. But to answer this video, 40,000 US with everything this car has. All these options: AMG package, premium package, the night black, the wheels. You know, 40,000 bucks, brand new. And now, to kind of sum the video up, let's actually put in comfort. Let's put in an eco. And now you would just drive on a normal road in city, maybe on the highway. It glides. How quiet it is. So I'm going to turn the AC completely off. The inside of the cabin, extremely quiet. You don't hear road noise. You rarely hear any wind noise. Just the normal, but nothing, you know, major, where it's cheap, where you can really hear like the wind come in. The materials used are so high class, you know, so premium that it just feels great. And you can also tell now in Eco, the steering wheel softened up, very light steering. Beautiful, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on this specific car, let me know. I would rate this car a 9 out of 10 for the price versus value you're getting. It's the only point maybe missing is I wouldn't have An A220 would have probably been the right approach, but I can't complain about the engine because it has plenty of power for the weight of this car, and it gets incredible gas mileage. And with today's gas prices, I'm pretty sure that's a big plus. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy, and stay tuned for more videos.